Welcome to Diversity Focus Today with your host, Ricky Solid Gold Clark.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition, the 2026 version of Diversity Focus Today. I am your co-host, Ricky Soligo Clark, along with our other co-host, Dr. T, with the brand spanking new fingernails, blue, like the blue room.
Colors, yes, yes, yes.
And we got, we
Real
got,
nails, real nails, not brand new. They've been mine. They just painted. That's all. They my nails.
oh, those are your real nails? Those are
Get it
not press
straight.
on, huh?
Yes, no, these are
Oh,
not press on.
get it straight.
No, get it
Okay.
straight. Put out a disclaimer.
Okay.
Thin nails.
Those
Yep.
are real deal.
These are
Okay.
my nails. Yes.
Okay. And we got our other engineer and co-host, that our silent co-host, Brian Wallace. So he's doing his thing, making sure that we're doing our thing. So, okay. And Dr. T just set me straight. Now, you women know about that. I thought
Yes.
that's now. She said, no,
Yes.
brand spanking new, my real
Color.
nail,
Yes.
color
Just
nail.
color. Yes.
Yes.
Different color.
Okay. Well, great, great. Hey, Doc, we had we were sending folks to the Facebook if they got questions, and
hmm
they haven't got many, if any, unless you've gotten some. I haven't gotten any yet.
I haven't seen any yet either. I think it's a delay. So what we got to do here?
We got to tell folks where to go to
Okay.
write their questions or give us the
Yeah.
questions they want us to talk about.
Yeah. That could be on Facebook, as you had mentioned, or that of YouTube, Diversity Focus Today with Ricky Clark, or Diversity Focus Today on Facebook.
Okay.
Comments and questions can be right there within those platforms. So yep, yep,
Yes.
yep.
Those great suggestions that we need. Oh, there we go. Okay.
And then when I repost, I can always say, "Hey, put it on my, Facebook page."
Yeah,
When
put it
I
on yours.
repaste it. Yep, yeah.
So we can get this. Now we want our audience to participate. So you guys,
hmm We
we
called
want
it
you
the
to
zoom
participate.
in. We
Is
zoom
that what's
in.
going to be the Zoom
Yeah,
in?
to zoom in. And
Okay.
if they want to be on our show, we can make that happen. We're gonna zoom them right in, and just read comments. And I can read comments from different things. That's kind of my entertainment, and I'll be reading certain things about what Trump said or what's going on. And I'll just, like I say, you learn about really behind the scenes of people who's connected with those particular issues or have been affected by those issues. So I like comments. I think comments are relevant to these, times of understanding and trying to figure out where our mindsets align at. So
hmm
I would
Okay.
love that. I would
Well,
love to
we'll have
read the
to.
comments and zoom you in.
Okay. And speaking of which, I know that you've been studying all about AI. Can you
hmm
give us a little synopsis of what's going on in AI
Well,
and how we can use AI?
lately here now, I've noticed that they've been offering a lot of free entities of learning AI. Even I think I read a thing about government governor here in Indiana wanting to offer free workshops in AI, and through IU are offering free workshops in AI. And I
Okay.
think partly is because of that is the more people use it and get to know it, not only is it teaching and enhancing the knowledge of it, but the AI
hmm
is learning itself. It learning different perspective by how people respond to questions, is learning how we, think in our thought process. So it's like how they say the herd immunity with like COVID, everybody gets it, it comes norm. If everybody starts to use AI, it becomes norm, I believe, because it's coming off with different levels of insight, experience, backgrounds, because we're just putting everything into those learning
Okay.
programs. So be mindful of that too. Like I think I mentioned to you when I had my Google, I don't go into details about my life. I'll go, what's the weather? Okay, Google, what time is it? Okay, Google, what's the weather? I don't see 10:37. It just went right now, and I'm in a totally different room. And even on the television, it would go off. And here lately, I've been noticing it just flashes without me even saying anything. So this technology is getting a little bit interesting, I must say. I'm not trying to put out conspiracies, but I just notice the things around me and the way they're pushing the AI and different technologies. And you have to just be on the learning side. Yes, there's free courses. I wouldn't say not to take them, but I think to be ahead and understand it, that's
You need
that's
to do
my
that.
AI talk. You need to do it in a certain ways. I can't even really
Okay.
keep up, but it's It's I've been doing it since like 2021 before it really became the common phrase AI, or A1 as
Okay.
somebody else would say. What's that sauce? The
Right.
educator board educator. But they also preparing kindergartens. They actually training the new generations for AI as well. So we definitely need to not ignore it. And it's literally in everything we do, from phone calls, ordering food,
Okay.
yeah, all that. Yeah.
So you have to learn because this is the technology, it's here. And so for everybody
Mhm.
to be aware of it and to participate, at least have an understanding. You don't have to participate,
Yes,
but at least
right.
know what's going on.
And how it can benefit you in different ways, like a tool. I
Yeah.
always say, like, before we had the cell phones, people didn't want to use stuck on the landlines. Now, one of my family members just recently got rid of their landline after all
Okay.
these centuries, right? So
Well,
it's just eventually that's again how our thought process, how our, a lot of corporate jobs, because AI can collaborate information and give you information quicker, but you need to understand it. You need to understand where the information is coming from, how they're retrieving the information, how to verify the information, instead of just using it. And when I teach, I'm starting to incorporate a lot of the AI technology into classwork, even though some students or some, facilities are like, nah, that's cheating. It's not if you don't use it, if you know how to use it. You have to
okay.
know how to verify it from a educational type of level where it's not cheating. But
Okay.
I could tell the
Okay.
difference.
Okay. Well, as we move toward what we're trying to get done and all the topics that we will discuss, of course, here in Indianapolis, we just recently had the primaries, and
Mm,
the results have already been printed on the internet and in the newspaper and various sources that you can really find out who won. Now, the
mm,
primaries,
mm,
of course, is designed to set up those that win the primaries so they
mm,
can be in the general election, which is coming up in November. Now, that
mm,
general election not only includes certainly Indianapolis, Indiana, but also the entire nation will be
mm,
voting for um, the Congress people as well as senators. A third of the
mm,
Senate is up for election, and all of the
mm,
Congress, all of the House of Representative folks are up for election and re-election. So this is
mm,
extremely important as we continue to
mm,
push. And if you're not registered, we've been beating this horse for a long time, which
mm,
means you didn't vote in the primaries.
right,
Please get registered. It's very,
right,
very simple to do. Get
right.
registered.
And it may seem discouraging based on the things that's happening in the South with the overriding of the, maps and the people voted, and then now the Senate says like, no, but it's still you can vote and make a difference. You got to hold on, and they can cut out as many black representatives, as many black, and it's not even about black and white and stuff. I always say vote and educate yourself on what your
Yeah.
needs are. It's not even have to be about black and white per se, but it's just everybody needs to be represented. It needs to
Look,
be a diverse, right?
we got to do something because the economy, I mean, I filled up my vehicle yesterday
Hmm.
at $4.19. And once again, I broke another record. It cost me $69 to
Ooh.
fill up. Now I've got an SUV, and I had still had a quarter of a tank,
Oh, wow.
well over a quarter of a tank,
It's
and
still paid
it's
just as
still
much as a
that.
fool.
Yeah, I mean that damn near $70. Okay,
Mm,
and then I go to the store, again, and I'm seeing items that last week was okay. Prime example would have been I enjoy grapes and I
mhm,
enjoy apples, certain type of apples. I like what's called the delicious apples because they're sweet.
mhm,
The grapes were 2 weeks ago, the same grapes they had a special were $1.20 a pound.
mm.
2 days ago, when I was at the store, $4.01 a pound.
Wow.
Same grapes,
Same grapes.
the same grapes.
Wow. Wow.
they've gone up what 200%.
Yeah, and restaurants, smaller sizes. I bought a Philly cheesesteak from some place. I'm not gonna say the name necessarily, but it's just this much meat. It's like,
Yes,
and more of
yes.
the garnish in a sense. I'm like, well, where's the filling? Where's the meat? You get all this bread and condiments, but about two or three strips of meat. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, and the other thing, and I'm gonna tell who this was. I like Glory Greens, Glory Products. Okay, it's a black-owned uh, uh, can company. So I buy a lot of my greens and beans and that sort of thing. I got one
Mhm.
of the
Greens and beans.
bigger bigger ones. I guess it's a 16, maybe it's a 20 ounce. Over half of it was water.
Ooh,
Half of it was
you
water.
might as well fill
Over
up the
half.
your with your his faucets.
I mean, you got to be kidding me
Wow.
with that. And then they want Glory Greens are a little bit higher than this than the name, well, higher than this than if the store-bought brand.
Ooh.
But I was amazed and upset, and I thought, well, where all this water come from? So here's what I did. I said, let me make sure. I drained the water into another bowl, a measuring
Mm,
cup,
mm.
67, but more than 60, almost 70% of it was water. So
Oh
I only had
wow.
basically 30% greens in that particular can. And I'm going to write them. I'm going to email them and say, what's up with this?
So they're weighing it on the ounces and it's not even the
Yes,
product. It's the water.
exactly. Exactly.
Oh
Because the
wow.
can has to be correct. The ounce,
Mm.
pounds, all that has to be correct. Otherwise, that's against the law. So they basically filled up 60% water and maybe 30% and maybe 40%.
Mm-hmm.
And that's stretching of actual greens, actual product.
Mm.
That is,
Mm.
that's
It sounds
unreal.
like the air in the potato chip bags, and
Oh, exactly.
you get open it up and it
Exactly.
come down to like this much of actual chips. Yeah.
Exactly. So if Glory Greens is one of those products that you enjoy because they're already pre-seasoned, you know, I can't do that. I mean, I can't have
Mm.
60% water and
Mm.
then
So the alternative is gardening.
yeah, I mean,
Grow your own, and you can grow them from the seeds that you buy. You can plant the seeds of the green beans and the seeds from your apples, and just put them in some dirt, start a plant, and just it's
you know,
easy. Just it's easy. Just
I may have to go back to what my grandparents and great grandparents did with the
hmm
garden,
gardening.
start
That's what
planting
my
and then
daughter's doing still. I'm like, okay, grow me some more lettuce. She made some good lettuce too. I'm like, ooh.
what does she put? She put them at her house or does she?
Yeah, just a little. She bought these little. It's not even like in my house. You got what do they call like garden pots?
Garden
Like
pots? Okay.
like like little sectionals where she just plant in this little bin, and
Yes.
it drains the water. And you put it in, drains the water, and she grew like apples, lettuce, some green beans. I was like, all that on my back porch. It's not even in the ground. It's in the soil
Okay.
container. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show some pictures of that there. But
Yeah, let's do that. So
yeah.
we'll all know. But folks see, and that's why it's so important to vote. We have got to get this administration, both
Mhm,
locally, statewide, and nationally, for sure.
mhm,
I saw this morning where because the Trump administration can't stand Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. So now
mhm.
they JD
They
Vance.
indicted him or something here lately,
No,
or
they didn't
trying
indict
to.
him, but they're going to hold up their health care, their Medicaid, Medicare
Grant
payments
money.
to the
Mm,
people because they don't like um, Governor Newsom, you know,
mm,
because he's a
mm,
Democrat and he outspoken. So this is crazy. This is our government. This and
mm,
that's our money. Okay.
mhm,
So I mean,
mhm,
it's very petty. So look, everybody knows that I want Donald Trump out.
mhm,
OUT, along with his
mhm,
administration, because
mhm,
they're butchering our nation,
mhm,
and this is just where we are. We're in the month of May for right now.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Um, we got to do something. Prices are
Right.
going up, gas is going up, clothing will be going up if it hadn't already, because everything,
Mhm,
the fuel the trucks use and
mhm,
airplanes. I mean, that's the other thing. You know, I
Water,
gotta
our
go to
water supply would come down or will stop too because it depends on the energy from the plants that filters the water that gets pumped through our kitchen
yeah,
faucet. So
right.
eventually, the fuel that's generating our water and cleaning our water filters and systems, no fuel for that, no
Yeah.
water in our faucet.
So,
Imagine that. Imagine just going to your faucet and no water.
no water. See, this is
Mm,
real. This is, and everywhere you turn, whether it's a gas station or the grocery store or airline tickets,
mm,
I've got to head back down to the ATL next month. So
mm.
I looked at the tickets a week or two ago. They were one price. And when I purchased my ticket just a few days ago, they were a higher price.
Oh, wow.
The luggage, I used to enjoy Southwest because you didn't have to pay for no luggage. You get two free bags. Not anymore. And
Mm-mm.
I went to another airline, and then because I guess of what happened to Spirit, um,
Mm,
they don't have direct flights from Indianapolis to Atlanta, and they used to have 8, 9, 10 direct flights a day.
mm.
And now they want you to, go to another
Zigzag
city.
around.
Yeah.
Mm,
Um, and I mean, and I don't know what. Well, I'm sure it's because of the economy. I'm sure it's because of Spirit going out of business. This is just ridiculous. And this
mhm,
is the summer season, which is now basically on us right now. Can you imagine if you're going to drive someplace, what it's going to cost? And then if you fly someplace, what it's going to cost, even if the fare
mhm,
itself is a little bit
mhm,
cheaper or one particular price that you can handle, they're still going to
mhm.
jack you up on baggage.
Everything else.
They
Yeah.
want to charge $69 per bag with
Mm,
what airline am I traveling on Frontier? I'm calling y'all.
mm,
Y'all, I said, what? $69 if you want
mm,
to check a bag. And that's any
mm.
size bag.
So you
I mean,
gotta figure out. I'm about to say, start to figure out how you can put it all in your wallet.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Figure
Pack
out
some
that might
luggage in
be
your wallet.
it might be a good spot
Get those
since
little suction packages, and put the air out, and slide it in your little credit card slots.
something along that line. I don't know that might be a good opportunity for some of us entrepreneurs. Maybe we can
Mm,
have hey, we'll transport your luggage to different
right.
markets.
There you
Airlines
go.
charging you $70. We'll
Yeah.
charge half of that. Or we'll
Right.
charge you,
Right.
$10, $20. Can you
Luggage
imagine?
service. Hmm.
Exactly. See there, I just put
There
uh-huh.
you go.
There you go. I'm thinking to myself, did I just say that? I sure did.
Yes, you
Check
did.
into
You
that.
did.
you know. But with gas prices, now
Mhm,
once the gas goes down a little bit, no, a lot, maybe that's doable. But
mhm.
I figured that
Didn't
no.
they s- didn't they say it was going to do a tax something coming up with the gas?
Well, he did. That's just for Indiana.
Free.
He
Well, I know that, but
suspended the tax.
nationally, yeah, but I think nationally he was saying something. Trump was saying
Trump ain't
something
saying
about us.
nothing. The only thing he said
Mhm.
that has stood out when they interviewed him about, well, what about the American people?
Oh,
He made
I
that
don't
comment, I
care.
don't care about the American
Yep,
people.
he did.
He
And they
did say
trying to
that.
swing it like he didn't say it or that it was out of context. No, he said the
He
truth.
said that, the truth.
He said
He
it.
didn't
And
care
that's what he
about us,
meant. Right.
American people. He doesn't
A-
care.
And then he took the big, companies to Japan or China, the Facebook, the Amazon, Elon Musk, they all are there. They're not
Yeah,
chosen representatives
Tim
of
Cook,
us.
all of yeah, the money people so
Yeah.
they can enhance and
Oligarchs.
enrich their wealth, you know.
With A talking AI and this, right. That's yeah.
We got to do
Yeah.
something, folks. You got to vote. We got to do something, and you got to participate. They have these meetings up here. Of course, now a lot of the politicians are not having town hall meetings anymore, especially if you're a Republican, because the people are,
They
are
get
ready
booed
for
out.
them.
Hmm.
Look, they're ready
Hmm.
for them. Come on with it. We got something
Hmm.
for you at the town hall meeting,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know. And they're
Hmm.
supposed to do that. They're supposed to let us know what's going on, but they are afraid because they've
Hmm.
been, for lack of a better word, semi-attacked verbally in
Right.
these meetings
Right.
because we're all unhappy.
Unfortunate.
So we got to do this. diversity, I believe, will surface again. We'll have a big comeback once this administration goes away, or once
Hmm.
people get courage,
I think that right there, yeah, just to speak,
yes,
freedom of speech, hold on to their liberties. Hmm.
exactly. So they don't want to,
Hmm.
we got to do this. I've never seen nothing like this in my entire life. Now, I don't know what's going to transpire the remaining of the year, this summer, but I don't think we as American citizens we got to do something because this has never
Hmm.
happened ever, never,
Hmm.
ever.
And then I even think back to some of our previous early episodes when we were with the other company, and we were saying these same things. It's like we're living a real life TV series drama.
Yes.
And it's just all these flips and turns and issues. And it's like, I remember I was saying earlier, hold on, I'm praying everything, and unfortunately there has been lives taken because of this madness. There's been inconsistencies with and breakdowns in families because of the situation. So it just need to flip. We need to flip
Well,
it to the other side.
yeah, we got to figure out something, and we got to because this pony is getting old and getting tired. And
Mhm.
what else? I mean, we got the food, we got the gas, which means eventually clothing's going to go up, everything's going to go up. We're
Yeah,
already getting to that.
I'm a thrifty, and that went up. I'm about to do garage. We about to have neighborhood garage sales. I'm like, okay, I'm about to put stuff out here because
Well, yeah,
do a barter trading. Maybe that's what neighborhoods need to do. Just everybody put their stuff out on the street and, hey, I need this, you need that. Like they do those little like library swap book things. Maybe we should have like a community swap.
that's an
Everybody
idea.
in the community come together and just put out, hey, I need a baby crib. Well, I need a microwave, or I need this book. I need this, notebook or school supply. I think that's a way to come together. Community networking and swaps and like even if I have a garage sale, I pretty much just give stuff away. It ain't like I'm trying to be rich off
No,
of it. But when
and
it's mass, then it makes a difference, I think,
you
for
get some good
people.
stuff from garage sales. I'm a
Hmm.
garage sale shopper as well.
Hmm.
So, but you're
Hmm.
right, that's an idea that neighborhoods can, if neighborhoods want to do that, and consider doing that because we
Hmm.
got to do something, you know.
Hmm.
We got to speak up. Folks will tell
Hmm.
you, man, I asked a few people, did you vote? When was it? When? Uh, that was about 2 weeks ago now, or what, a week ago, a week and a half ago.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that just angers me when they tell me, well, I didn't know. You didn't
Well,
hear the
just don't
radio and the
complain.
TV?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, how you gonna, well, and these are folks that are complaining to me, or complaining like me. And I ask them, well, did you not vote? When was
Hmm.
voting ain't till in the fall, ain't it?
November. Yeah. Right.
And I
Hmm.
had to tell them, yeah, it's first Tuesday in November now. Come on.
Right.
But you
Right.
didn't, that means you didn't vote in the primaries if you if you ask me,
Right.
well, when do you vote? Not till November, right? You didn't vote in the primaries? Primaries?
Hmm.
No, I missed that. How can you?
Right.
Well, did they advertise it? Yeah. All over
If not, go
radio
to
and
Diversity
TV.
Focus Today with Ricky Clark. We are advertising
And we've been
consistently.
talking about it all year long, and it will
Yes.
continue. What's up
Yes.
with this, y'all? You
Love thy
can't make
neighbor
change
here.
if you don't participate. You gotta participate.
Hmm.
Participation includes
Hmm.
voting. That's all you
Hmm.
gotta do. Take you 5 minutes.
Like
Go
I said,
in, sign up, vote, be done with it.
yeah. And I also say you can not like the person, but don't not like the role because we need presidents, we need government, we need at least in a sense of togetherness. I think states can form their own things and be independent, but we already been there, like kind of done that before my time. So this is all I know, and I can speak from a United States sense of being, other than what I read or what stories been told. But it just need to be common sense. I think I talked about that before. Just do what's right and do what's best for you and your family. No hate, no love. We all different, but we gotta Do what's
Well,
right.
people
Just
don't want to have to go
even
back.
if they redistrict and it's a red state, the red people can always vote independent or blue. They don't have to vote with what's on the paper. You can write it in. You can, vote the other side. You can do different. Just educate yourself
You
and
can write yourself
compare.
in. Vote for
Huh?
yourself. You
Vote
can write
right.
yourself in.
Right.
Vote for
Have your
yourself.
neighbors. Yeah. But it does maybe take away from the others, but at the same time, you got a voice.
Yeah.
You got a
So
voice.
so Doc, let's mention they can go to Facebook and they can go to YouTube again. So folks
Hmm.
do it slowly because folks say sometimes I'll
Diversity
go too
Focus
fast.
Today with Ricky Clark on Facebook and Diversity Focus Today with Ricky Clark on YouTube. That was the two channels. And you could share, like,
Yes.
comments. That's what I want to read. I love comments, good or bad, yay or nay. It's all about discussions.
Yeah.
And that's what make things move and be understood as well, just having a say or insight. Yeah.
Right. You guys on your phone every day anyway,
Hmm.
10,000
Hmm.
times a day. So
Yeah.
while you're sitting there at the
Yeah.
table, or while you're sitting there at home, or while you're sitting there at the gym, wherever you're at, you could just type that in and make your comments and you'll ask your questions and all.
Yeah, and you can say, I want to zoom in, and we'll put you on as well. And we
Exactly.
can just have like round tables and discussions and insight because I want to hear the stories from everyone.
Yeah. And and
Hmm.
we've got some guests that we're trying to get the schedule worked out.
Yeah, the
And
schedule.
folks have been, we've got the Johnson family, um, Reverend Jeffrey Johnson Sr. and Jr. forthcoming. And I know folks want to know, about the purchase of Martin University, that Eastern Star
Hmm.
Church
Hmm.
purchased the facility and grounds at Martin University. Uh,
Hmm.
so we've kept
To
that
come.
in hands
Hmm.
of the minority community. Yeah, so we want to get them on and talk about that among other things.
And you're
So
knocking on Braun's door. You want to keep asking for that. You've been giving him
yeah,
invites, but
yeah.
like you said, you never got a no. So hey, why not?
Let
That would be that
let's
would
tell
be
the whole
wonderful.
story.
That
We've
would,
been I've been trying to get Governor Braun to come on our program uh, a year now,
yeah.
and
And
he's
tell him we
never
don't
said
bite.
no.
Come
His staff
on.
has never said no. They just said,
Right.
we're working on it. Or we'll schedule. We're trying to clear out some time. They've been saying
Right.
it for close to a year.
Okay.
Um,
He's a busy man.
he's a busy man. He's the governor. Yeah, but I
Right.
think he's afraid to come on the
I
show.
send him a personal link to our Zoom call and see if he's like, what's this? And be like,
Yeah, I mean,
gotcha.
so
Here we go.
we'll just keep at it. And if y'all see him, say, look, the program Diversity Focus today, the podcast and the YouTube, and even we were on TV, has been trying to get you to come on so we can talk and you can lay
Mhm.
out your platform and your ideas and what you want to do for the state and how you plan to do it. And we haven't heard anything, just the excuses. We're trying to clear out his schedule.
Right.
So
So here
uh,
we are.
here we are
Yeah.
back again in the spring of 2026. We were trying to get him since 2025. So,
Mhm.
I think he's scared of us.
No, nothing to be done.
No, we don't bite. We've all had
We
our
good
shots.
people. Right. We're good people. I guess it's almost about our time, and we're gonna be back. What's our rotation? Every other week, weekly? What do you think? As the
Uh,
wind blows.
as the winds blows. No, it's on you guys' schedule. I think we originally said we would do every 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So,
Well,
and we can
because we
we
trying to get the scheduling of people and comments. So it's all up
yes,
to you people. You're helping us, row this boat and get to that destination. So ask to be zoomed in, put in your comments. Let's do this.
yeah. I mean, y'all want us to. I mean, we're trying our best to fight and speak and on your behalf and get things done and make things happen. So the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
come on, y'all.
All
We
right.
your wheel. Keep us oiled so we can continue to be the squeaky wheel.
Yep, yep.
So,
All right.
are we just about done? You said our time.
Hmm. I
We're
just didn't
getting
want us to
to go over.
get over yet. Hmm.
Okay. Well, on behalf of Brian Wallace and Dr. T, with her new nails and all, with her real
Not
nails,
new nails, right? It's new
real
color.
nails.
New
I get it right.
color.
Yours truly, Ricky Clark. Remember, take both black and white keys of a piano to play the Star Spangled Banner. We're going to mention again, go to Facebook, Diversity
Mhm,
Focus Today, and
mhm.
also on YouTube. Check out the
Diversity.
program. Give us
Go
your
back and review. Yeah, we got
review
plenty
the
of
show.
episodes. Hmm.
All the episodes on YouTube, and they still have our older episodes that's
On
on
Wish TV.
Wish TV.
Hmm.
They're still listed there under their
Podcast.
podcast. So
Yay.
if you want to
Hmm.
watch some of the older programs or listen to some of the older programs, Wish TV, uh, Channel 8 has all those in their archives. I think I got that right,
Hmm.
pronounce that right. So you can check out the older shows, and you can also come to Facebook and also on YouTube. So there's many ways to communicate with us and see what we're doing. So we want to
Hmm.
see what you're doing as
Hmm.
well.
All
All right.
righty.
So we'll see you
Bye-bye.
next time around on Diversity Focus Today. Thank you so much for listening and
Thank
watching.
you.
See you next time around.
Thanks for watching Diversity Focus Today with your host, Ricky, Solid Gold Clark. Like, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook at Diversity Focus Today.